Hey guys, it's Chris with Hook 'em Up Snake Hooks. Today I have possibly the most dangerous snake in the world. I mean the world. This snake is legendary. It is the Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin. Yeah, you may say, no, it's not real. It's not true. But I've had so many people get a hold of me and say, I have a Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin in my yard, and this is what I go and get. Can't tell, I've got one of my custom 50-inch hooks out, and of course my old standby just in case. I had to double bag this girl, or boy, I'm not real sure which this one is. So, these are my two kids here. They're going to be assisting me with this one because we need a lot of hooks for this guy. So, let's get started. I gotta breathe, count to 10, things like that, because this is out there, guys. I've never done this. Got to have all my concentration, all my willpower. I got my DuckTales shirt on. I'm ready. I'm just eager and ready to do this. So let's set the hooks down first. All right, so we're gonna open the bucket. Like I said, I had to double bag this one. So, because I really didn't want this one escaping me, so we're going to do this by the book. So we got our bag. So how you have to do a bag is you got to lay it flat. And then I'm going to take the 50-inch hook because I really don't want to take a tagging from this one. Oh my gosh, I don't want to die. So we'll move that there. All right. Remember, Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin right here. You guys just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. I don't feel a head there. Come on, come on. Oh, there it is. Wait. All right. Okay. Oh! I had to freehand it. I had to freehand the Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin. Oh, my bad.
Watch out, dude.
This is not a green mamba or anything like that. This is actually one of the most common snakes you'll find around here. That was just for fun and jokes, guys. Because this was always a running joke with our groups and everything that this is what everyone calls the Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin.
Dad, may I hold it?
Yes, you may. These guys don't bite and they like climbing in trees. I did a little research on it. This is actually a rough green snake, also commonly called the grass snake. A lot of people's probably seen these guys up in trees, things like that. And of course, I don't really need these hooks. I was just playing around, but they hunt insects, they eat small frogs, things like that. And the coolest part about them is that the females, when they lay eggs, they actually can lay in communal nests. So more than one female will lay in one nest, so they have found up to 75 eggs in one nest. So they do lay eggs. So that's pretty neat. I mean,
Mackenzie, let Logan hold it.
Yeah, it's Logan's turn. He's going to hold it. I mean, like I said, these guys are incredibly cool. I was mowing today, and this poor little guy come running away from my lawnmower, and I had a chance to get a hold of it. This is actually my first one I caught in the wild. I've seen them. And I've seen them in captivity. I've had a lot of people that's caught them, but I don't catch everything. I mean, these are kind of unusual snakes. See, they don't even need to be headed, by the way, Logan. Let it go.
I do not trust the snake.
Well, safety is always paramount, guys. But this is a very docile snake. It's got a little blue in its nose. This could be actually the smooth. It felt rough earlier to me, but this feels a little smooth now. But this is just a grass snake, guys. This is really common. I've actually had these been called, oh my God, it's a baby green mamba. Well, green mamba is from Africa, so I don't think we have that problem here. Or it's a boom slang, or it's the Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin. When this is just one of the coolest little snakes. Kenzie, please. This is one of the cooler snakes that we have around here. I just love the coloration on them, the vibrant greens. That's why I think they're called grass snakes. They look just like grass, and they're fast. They're wickedly fast.
They will not bite your children.
No, they don't bite, and they don't act foolish or anything. We were just poking a little fun. She wasn't in this snake wasn't in no danger or anything. Well, now, but
that's why I didn't move when it got out of my hand.
But,
you got to remember, I'm using one hand. I'm videoing with the other.
This one's going to get cut right back to the wild here, real short. I wanted to get it before it got too dark. This is one of the first opportunities I've gotten to work with one of these guys for you guys. So, of course, I shoot every video I can and every snake I catch. It's kind of part of my project that I'm working with here. I'm working on different aspects for the groups that I'm part of. And since I have the time, I'll name a few of them I'm with. Cold Bloods and Warm Hearts is one of them. Coming out of our Shell Reptile Trader is one that I'm an admin on, that we started with Rodney Robinson. And then Arkansas Native Wildlife, which is started by my good friend Weston Carlisle. He's an amazing guy. These are all really good people that I work with, and it makes it very, very easy to be, in this world, and I really do appreciate being in this world. It keeps me pretty occupied, makes my life very interesting. I'm hoping I'll be shooting another video soon. I have purchased a new pet. It will be coming in Tuesday. It's going to be first of maybe a pair, and just waiting on some Eastern Reds to come off, but I'm getting a Western Hognose, a standard, just to start out with the Hognose and see how they turn out. And like I said, this little person's going back to the woods. I'm gonna eat some bugs.
After I get some pictures
from my house. Yeah, we're gonna get a few pictures. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there that's been supporting us, and my wife Christina, and the kids and everything. We appreciate the support and the videos you guys watch. I know they're not the greatest quality, and I don't do no editing, but we're not, we're not professional at this. We're just trying to get the good word out. And
we're using a cell phone.
Yeah, we just want to get the word out, handle some snakes, and let people experience snakes without having to be up close to them. And even our videos are used in my son's school. They enjoy watching them, and like I said, all the fans out there that we do have, which we don't know how many that would be, but and the likes and stuff. We appreciate you guys, and keep hitting us with the good questions. And I guess my daughter has one.
And if you see these videos, feel free to share them.
Why do hognoses play dead? Well, that's a very good question, actually. Well, it's a defense mechanism. Hognoses play dead, and they emit a foul odor to try to get you to believe that they're dead, and you'll leave them alone. A lot of snakes have the fight or flight, and here's the thing about that. It's a learned behavior. Or not a learned behavior, it's a nature versus nurture behavior. So, they're going to run. I mean, most of the time, snakes are going to run. They don't want to sit there and fight. They don't want to attack anybody. Those are all myths, things like that. And I try to work on all those myths, as the time comes that I work with certain snakes. Of course, you guys watch me do hot videos with copperheads recently, which... those are more of the popular ones because it is a venomous snake. These videos are just as important because they have a lot to do, And, I just want to say, thank you to my family and my friends and everyone else, that's been supporting our cause. And I look forward to making more of these. The season's starting to wind down. We have a few more months, and hopefully I'll finish a lot of my projects.
Now, my question about this guy is this as big as they get?
I've seen them get a little bigger than this, and actually they do. I am not going to break out my phone and Wikipedia this thing right now. That's a little too late, but I want to say they get up to where maybe 14 inches, I think, is what they pretty much get to. They always stay small. A lot of people think small snakes are babies. That's always my favorite. That's a baby copperhead, or that's a baby green mondo.
Well, a smooth earth snake is only 12 to 14 also.
Yeah, see, a smooth earth snake, that's a good point. Smooth and rough earth snakes, everyone mistakes them for copperheads. Oh, it's a nest of baby copperheads. Trust me, if it was a copperhead, it's going to look like a copperhead.
And have a yellow tail.
And have the big, bright yellow tail, or green tail, actually. They can have either or. And they look just like their parents, just like a smaller version. And they're like 9 inches long when they're born. They're big snakes, so they're already looking grown, you know. So keep that in mind. You know, I've had people say, man, I had to kill a whole nest of copperheads. And so I go over there, I look at them, I'm like, well, they're just one a bunch of earth snakes, you know. They were just minding their own business and never bit anybody. So, you know, that's the word that I try to get out to everyone, that these guys aren't for killing, you know. They're just for, they're part of nature, circle of life, you know.
Dad?
We're almost at 11 minutes.
How can you tell through the snakes that look like a copperhead if they are a copperhead or not?
Well, that's another good question, but, you know, the way to look at that is, everyone says the head shape. That's a good way of telling sometimes. Depends on the species.
Nerodia.
Nerodias can flatten their heads into the triangle, looking just like a cottonmouth. Okay. But the second thing is that I actually could tell by their tips of their tails. Their tails have either lines going all the way through or they're around, you know. Well, I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all real soon in another video, and maybe meeting some of you guys this year. I know a lot of people's met me and gotten to go hunting, and we've had a good time this year. It's been a great summer so far, and I've had a lot of fun this year. So I just want to tell everyone, this is Chris once again from Hook 'em Up Snake Hooks, and you guys all know the other groups I'm in, so now you know. And
if you see this video on YouTube,
yeah,
feel free to share it.
If you guys see this video, I'm going to be posting this to my main wall, to all my groups, just for fun. You know, it's going to be under the Copperheaded Rattle Moccasin. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of views on this one. That one's always fun for me. And I appreciate everyone's views. And, you know, I just want you guys to take care and happy hunting. And I think the kids want to tell you guys all bye. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys. Bye, and do not hurt snakes. Snakes are our friends.
Happy hunting.